Alright, hello YouTube, this is Kmhuey bringing you guys some World of Tanks. I know it's been a while, I apologize. I have been... basically, the way it works is I've gotten crazily into the Binding of Isaac and then Neverwinter went into open beta. So I've been busy playing that. So, I know the whole point of me joining this channel was to get some more World of Tanks videos up, and yeah, I've kind of been failing it. So my apologies there. In this game, I'm playing the 3601. This was 3.4 before the new German medium line. I knew that you would have to grind through this to get to 3002 DP to get all the way up to the Leopard 1, and I think I played a couple games in it. So let's talk about the gun on this one. You can either use the what is it, the Short 88, or this 75mm as a conish. And since I was in a tier 7 match with a bunch of heavies, I went ahead and loaded the premium shells up, because let's face it, this gun is a premium shell gun. It's the AP rounds do okay in tier 6. The rate of fire is decent, but if you're going to be against some heavily armored tanks, you're going to need the APCR. So I'm looking at the minimap right here. I'm noticing that all of the tanks are headed to the middle. Nobody's really covering around the hill. So I move into position here to get up on the side of this hill. I was trying to get to the right over there by the rocks in case I got spotted, so Artie couldn't hit me. But I didn't quite make it that far because the PZ4 came around the corner. So I'm just gonna sit back here and do what I can. Luckily enough, some of our slower tanks, those two heavies, didn't actually, those two heavies right there, didn't make it into the bowl, so they weren't out of position for this. They were able to help support. And there's that Artie shot that I had been fearing the whole time. So they've got a PZ4, a Vk3601, and an IS over there on the corner. Meanwhile, there's a Churchill, what is that? Churchill 1, an M6, myself, and a 12T. So a bunch of tier 6s versus 7, a 5, and a 6. So not too worried about the PZ4. I want to take out the KV1S. It hits harder. I would be worried about the PZ4, but he's firing the HE. He's not going to really pin me. He's just going to do damage. So the armor on this tank is amazing. Wargaming has stated that they're going to be switching the 3601 over to a heavy tank at some point. When, I don't know, maybe not ever now that it leads up to the Leopard 1, but we shall see. So now I'm focusing out the IS, taking shots at whatever I can now that the IS is hiding. So I decided to go for this T21 because he's making a run for our Artie, and I kind of needed our Artie's help versus these two heavies. So you see me checking back occasionally on that T21 to see if he's still behind the rock or not. Because if he comes out, I want to take him out. That IS wasn't very bright. I had to drive down the hill a bit to get the gun angled to hit him. I don't know why he backed up. He should have stayed out, taken another shot at me. He reloaded fast enough, but he backed himself up so he didn't have the gun depression to hit me. So the KV1S and the Vk3601's over there, and him and I are just gonna play with each other a bit. He had 0 damage pin, and then my round like barely missed him. Then a bounce. Now I want to stay alive. I don't want to pay repairs, so I'm just gonna wait for him to peak and let the heavies go forward. I'm not too worried about going around the corner right there or anything. So there you go, got a good game. 2200 damage, 3 kills. A lot of that damage was versus KV1Ss and an IS. So I made money in this game. Yeah, I fired nothing but premium, but nowadays I don't think it has as bad of a stigma as it used to. It's not paying to win anymore because anybody and everybody can get it. You may disagree, but it's part of the game. Certain guns work better with it than others. The Super Persian comes to mind. The Konish on this comes to mind. JT88 I'm sure would work better with it, but I've found that I do well enough with the regular AP on the JT88 that I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so let's move on to the next replay. Alright, welcome back. So we're moving from a tier 6 kinda slow German medium to a tier 8 slightly quicker British heavy tank. This is the Caernarvon, as I wanna say it's pronounced. This is probably one of my. Alright, so let me put. There isn't a tier 8 heavy out there I don't like. What the hell is? Oh, obviously they changed this hill in 8.5. Oh, lordy. This is interesting. Let's just speed it up to get through here. If the whole replay is like this, I might just leave it in for the lulz. Looks shit. Alright, whatever. It's still a decent replay whether or not I'm in the ground or not. So, what was I saying? Yeah, there isn't a tier 8 heavy out there I don't like. I've played every single one of them, and I must say they are ridiculously fun. Well, okay, I take that back. I don't really enjoy the T32. Now, before you guys crucify me, let me finish this. I don't enjoy the T32 because the gun. I love the armor. I love I like it as an American tank. But I cannot stand the gun. It's by far the weakest tier 8 gun. The same exact thing as the T29. I just do not like it. So we're losing the eastern flank, and I'm repositioning to help out. Our team is down 0-2 because we had a bunch of guys to 0-3 because we had 4 tank suicide into their western push, and they have 5 visible plus an arty that's been doing very well. If anybody knows what the stars are on the right here on these tanks, might let me know. I don't know. I got this mod pack from PPK. If I remember to before I upload this, I'll ask him for the download link again so I can put it in the description. If not, I'm pretty sure he'll watch it. He can put the link up. So I haven't really done anything yet. It's kind of been positioning myself to try and stop this. I have 0 hits and 0 damage at this point, as you can see. This Panther 2 is going to make a run up this ravine, thinking he's safe. Oh, there's a reason I have binocs on this. To me, I don't play this as a frontline brawler, kind of like the Ase. I use it as a flanker slash sniper. So the binocs give me a little bit more range for the sniping role. Let's talk about the gun. It uses the 83mm, 230 damage, 226 pin, decent tier 8 gun. It's got a great rate of fire on it. As you can tell by my love of the JT88, I don't need high alpha guns to enjoy myself. Give me a rate of fire and Good to go. Rate of fire and accuracy.
That's gotta hurt.
This thing is accurate. It has a high rate of fire, so. It's right here. I was just trying to maybe get a shot on his turret, but he didn't quite peek out far enough. I promise you that hill wasn't in the way in the initial replay. They apparently have changed this map. The turret armor isn't that bad in this thing. It's definitely better than the front hull.
We didn't even scratch them.
This FCM50,
Enemy is hit.
it's just gonna give me a side the whole way up. I mean, he stops too. Like, if you guys are in this position, you need to keep going towards those rocks, or you need to turn and put your strongest armor towards whatever's shooting you. In his case, I would have just kept pushing towards that rock, kind of like he's doing now, but I definitely want to stop to take that shot.
Like that one
So.
went right through.
Sorry, I got bad allergies.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And well, it's springtime is in full force here in California. It's been in the 90s a couple of days already, and the wildlife is a blooming, and it is kicking my ass. So sorry for the sniffles. So this E75 is pushing up. I'm a little more worried about him than the Loba, especially since the Dash 2 has him lit and the SU-100's there, and the Arty can help. I'm taking my shots here at the E75 because this T-34 gets him to turn. Damn, it looks like the terrain's in the way.
Enemy is hit.
It's kind of crap. It's kind of funny though. Shooting through terrain and I'm driving under the ground. So he gives me his ass on his side, so I'm just going to take advantage of it. I see his turret turns towards me, so I'm just going to back up behind the building. Get a track on him there. Then I see him shoot the T-34, so I'm going to peek out again. I think the fence posts were getting in my way there.
He's gone. Find another target.
So we're slowly coming back.
Track hit.
We were definitely getting our butts handed to us at the start of this battle, though. So they have 2 lights, 2 heavies left, and their Arty piece. Our Dash 2's moving out looking for their Arty. So I decide to push across and support the Dash 2. I had a feeling that the T-29 was playing very defensively because of his last position on the map. He hasn't moved forward, otherwise I would have seen him with my binocs. So I wanted to go support the Dash 2 because he's going to start capping here in a second. And I wanted to put myself in a position to where they wouldn't expect me if they did push through and the T-34 and SU-100 lit them. So this way I would kind of be on their flank. All I would have to do was turn left and start shooting at them if they were moving in towards those guys. So I'm kind of trying to think a couple steps ahead. So like I'm thinking, okay, if I go this way and the T-29 RTBs, then I can kill him. If I go this way and all of a sudden the Tiger 2 and the T-29 are down there south pushing into our T-34, I can turn around and get some side shots on him. The T-29 did in fact go back to base, but he was heavily injured, and I'm sure the Dash 2 could take care of himself versus him. Dash 2 should be able to pin him with no problems, but the GW Panther went ahead and took him out. So there's the Tiger 2. I don't have to worry about him being back at base. I'm not going to turn around. I'm already this far. I'm just going to continue pushing up. There's a 5916. Full health. Rushed my shot there. I was just hoping he didn't. Oh, look. Dude. I was just hoping he didn't kill a dash 2.
Nice shot. Got him.
There we go. So if you think about it, this game wasn't anything special damage and kill wise. The reason I wanted to show this is just is a way of situational awareness. So if you watch your minimap, you can see that at the early game that we were being swarmed on the east side, and nobody else repositioned. So by repositioning, I was able to put some shots into the Lova. I was able to put some shots into the Panther 2. And I was able to put some shots into the FCM 50 ton. And then I was in a good position to get some flank shots on the E75. So I don't know, like, it might not be a great replay, but I do think the decision making in this map was very well done. And I'm not just tooting my own horn. Had this replay been sent in to me, I would have said the same thing. So we're gonna move on to one more replay before we finish this video. Alright, welcome back. This time I'm playing my T110E5 and I'm platooned with PPK and Purposely. We were just playing tier 10s that night. PPK and I were playing our T110s and Perp mainly played his bat chat. Now if you ask PPK, Perp and I did shitty that night, but I did have this one good game. In fact, the first game I played that night, it was on my E50M, and it was on Live Oak. Hey, you know what? I'll just record the clip, and I'll put a short little clip at the front, and I'll show you my decision making there, and why it turned out horribly. So it had been a couple weeks, maybe even a month since the last time I seriously played, and let's just say my decision making, like, while sound, just turned out not to be good. So this Tiger 2 stops to take a shot at me. With the angling I was at, the only way he was going to pin me is if he hit my tumor. The track soak up a lot of damage. Speaking of soaking up damage, I had the PPK take an arty shot for me. So awesome. So this is my favorite place to go on this map in a quick vehicle. If I'm in a slower vehicle or a more heavily armored vehicle, I like to push to the west side. But with the quick ones, I like to go this way. This 50M really doesn't have a clue in hell what he's doing. Well, I shouldn't say that. He just doesn't have any support. So, like, I mean, yeah, he kind of doesn't have a clue in hell what he's doing. You shouldn't be pushing down into that ravine by yourself. So now PPK and I charge him, and basically we're going to just get a free tier 10 because he doesn't have any support. The Pershing and the Tiger 2 are way too far back. By the time they got shots at us, it was too late. So gold fire extinguisher kicks in there. Show you the gloriousness of this T110E5 gun. Probably, this is one of my favorite tier 10 heavies I've played so far. Granted, I don't have them all. I don't have the T57. I don't have the 50B, and I don't have the the T15. By the way, that shot right there, pure luck. Like, it wasn't even a fully zoomed in reticle, and all I had was just a little bit of the top of his artillery piece. So I noticed that if you look, most of our team's badly injured. They're gonna cap. I don't want to allow their team to turn around and push into this because we can still lose this. Well, I don't know about lose this, but it would make it harder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position myself here so I can get shots at this T69. and then I'm gonna push to the west and try and intercept anything maybe that might be coming up to interrupt. But the cap's over quick, and I ended up with 3,700 damage and 3 kills. Purposely had 3 kills, and PBK just scrubbed it up this match. I can say that because he made fun of me for the horrible games I played. So thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I will be doing a subscriber replay video probably tomorrow. I don't have to go into work until later at night, so I can do the video and post it right before I go to work. If you would like to see your replay, probably not in the one tomorrow because I'm going to go through and pick out the replays I want to do tonight, probably do the video and process it, just upload it tomorrow. And but if you would like to see your replays on this channel, you can send them to failteamswot@yahoo.com. Not only can you send in your good replays, you can send in any replays of horrible teams, you know, like they all push one side and manage to lose to half their number or whatever, something like that. Or they managed to lose a game when they were up 10-5 or something like that, just due to poor decision making, poor gameplay. You can go ahead and send those in. I like to do this thing I call When Failed Teams Attack. I haven't posted one recently due to the lack of footage, so if I can get some of that, I'll put it up. Alright, so this is going to be a long enough video anyways. I'm going to sign out and catch y'all later.